What's going on, guys? Happy Tuesday, good evening. We're back, episode 3 for the yellow chair weightlifting. I just want to say, I love you guys. This is so fun. I really enjoy sitting down with you and just talking weightlifting. It's a big enjoyment of my day. I love reading your YouTube comments, so please keep those coming. Thank you for the emails. Thank you for reaching out on Instagram through DMs, all of it. I really am humbled. I love the support, and I'm very appreciative of you. So shout out to Attitude Nation. Thank you, guys. Let's keep it rocking, okay? So let's go, baby. Tuesday. I hope you guys had a good day, and I hope you guys had a great training session today as well. Remember, slam bars kill PRs, and there's no such thing as overtraining, just under recovery. Do not forget that, okay? So let's get into it. Episode 3, straps. Let's talk about it. 20 years in the sport of weightlifting, I've never tapered off straps. Never in my life. I've used straps my whole entire career. I should say in the snatch, obviously not in the clean or the jerk, of course. So pulls, straps, snatch, straps, but that's it. And so, you know, with me, I've never had an issue with my grip in competition. My adrenaline is so high, I'm not thinking about my grip. I go out there, I react, I go to battle, and I've never once ever thought of my grip, never felt my grip. People always ask me, do you lose your hook grip on the pull under? I say I have no idea. Now, I've been asked that so many times throughout seminars all around the world, and it's one of those that I got asked so many times that I actually had to go back and watch videos and say, am I actually losing my hook grip in the pull under of the snatch or the pull under of the clean? And I've noticed that it's about 50-50. Sometimes I lose my hook grip, sometimes I don't. It just matters the competition. So, but it just goes to show you that's a good example of I have no idea what I'm doing with my hook grip when I'm pulling under the bar. You know, I'm not thinking about it. I'm just reacting, and I'm going after Goliath. I'm throwing a rock at his head, and then I'm going after his head with the sword to put that giant down. And so, you know, two things that I used to do that would help me in competition and leading into a meet is the first thing. Even though I did not taper off straps before competition, I always hook gripped with straps 2 weeks before competition. And a lot of people, thanks buddy, I love you buddy, I appreciate it. Lincoln's giving me some thumbs up here. You wanna say hi to everybody real quick?
Yeah.
Come over here, say hi.
Hi.
This is Lincoln North, my son, as you guys know from all the old vlogs that we used to film on the channel here, and he was a lot smaller, and you're almost taller than Daddy.
Yeah, I'm 9 years old now.
9 years old. What's your favorite movie?
Jurassic World.
Jurassic World. Jurassic World, or with Owen, the first one? Yeah. What about Jurassic Park, the first one? Not as much. All right. Yep, Lincoln's traveled the world with us back in the day during all the camps and the seminars. We've been to Mexico, Hawaii. We've been to Russia. We've been to Australia, London, Ireland, Scotland.
Yeah.
We've been everywhere.
Yeah, we've technically been everywhere.
That's awesome. I love you, buddy.
Love you.
Kiss. I love you. I'm glad you got to say hi to everybody.
Hi.
All right, we'll get Lincoln lifting weights here soon. I know I got to keep it under 8 minutes, buddy, so let's roll. So that's something that I used to do all the time back in my heyday when I was competing internationally and nationally, is I would hook grip with my straps on the bar 2 weeks before a meet. So I'm still getting the hook grip, I'm getting that feel, but I'm still using straps. Another tip that I have for you is the thumbnail. Okay, back in the day, my thumbnail used to be about this long. So I'd draw up my thumbnail, and that's gonna help with the grip. It's gonna just give you a stronger grip on that bar for competition day and during training. So I actually learned that from Jared Fleming. Shout out to Jared Fleming from back in the day. I was sitting by him on an airplane going to a competition. His thumbnail was super long. Oh my gosh, look at that. And then he told me all about how it's a benefit for the hook. So grow your thumbnail out. If you have issues gripping a bar in competitions, if you feel like your hook grip is not strong enough, grow that thumbnail out, and that's gonna help. Also, if you do have issues gripping a bar in competition, don't use straps as much. Taper off straps. I'm all for that, by the way. I'm not saying that one way is better than the other. I'm just telling you guys what I've done. This is kind of more of just a personal experience episode. I know athletes that barely use straps and they're world champions. They're badasses. They got hardware draped around their neck. So more than one way to skin a cat. This is just what I did. And so for me, I grew up my thumbnails. I hook grip with straps on just to get that feel, and that's gonna help. Now to talk a little bit about one of the reasons why I never use straps, or why I always use straps going into competition, and we always use straps in training, there's two reasons. Okay, the first reason is that we train so hard, so long, so often. Personally, not really to call shots at everybody out there in 2024, but I personally feel like we trained longer and harder than everyone else currently in America. That might be a prideful statement, that might be a little aggressive, but so be it. I'm just gonna say it. We trained from sun up to sundown, 6 days a week, all day. There was no such thing as sessions. When people talk about double days or, you know, should I add another session into my training, or I train once a day, 5 days a week, I don't even hear what you're saying. You're speaking a different language to me. Back in the day, it was all day. That's all we did, was just train all day. There was no such thing as sessions, okay? So if we did not use straps back then, the skin would just completely come off our hands. It would come off we'd be skeletons. We'd be lifting the bar with our just mutated flesh, if you will. Nasty, zombies. And so it's all about hand care. You know, Donnie Schenkel has a great video on the internet, Donnie Schenkel hand care. It's got, hi sweetie, I love you. That's got tons of views. It's helped weightlifters out, CrossFitters out all around the world. It's a great video, so check that out, Donnie Schenkel hand care, which will be very beneficial to you. So I always like to say back in the day, it wasn't really an option. Like, we had to use straps a lot because of hand care. If not, the skin would be gone. And so that was the first reason. The second reason why I use straps all the time, I'll never forget, in Guadalajara, at the Pan Am Games, we're there. You get to the village, and you get to the village about 3 weeks before competition. Sometimes 2, this meet was 3 because it was the games. It wasn't the championships. And so basically the games is a mini Olympics. It's got all the sports there. It's not the championships, it's just weightlifting. The games is all sports. So very cool experience, by the way. And you get there, you get off the plane, you go through the whole process, and then you get bussed out to the village. The village is like this city, and they literally build this city just for the games. And so you check into your room, they have everything that you need there. You're surrounded by concrete walls with barbed wire fence with armed guards everywhere. You cannot leave. People think when you go make an international team, you can just walk out to the city, go on a little stroll, go get some food. That's not the case. You're fully protected. And so we're there, we're getting all of our USA swagger. I'll never forget this, it's a great story. And I'm with Donnie, obviously. It's me and him, and we're going through, and we're picking up jackets and shirts. It's all Team USA. Hats, bags, socks, underwear, you know, singlets. You name it, just swagged out in Team USA. Anything you need, shoelaces, bandanas, towels, bracelets, you name it. And then we get to the shoes. We have custom Nike weightlifting shoes with our name and the flag and everything. I still have them in the garage. And I get so excited. I'm so pumped up. I'm like, Donnie, look at these new shoes. These are gonna be great. This is awesome. Look at these. They're so sexy. They're badass. Heck yeah, Team USA. And he just looks at me. I'll never forget. He goes, brother, we ain't wearing those. And I go, Donnie, what do you mean? These are our new weightlifting shoes. We're gonna look awesome out there on stage. He goes, brother, we don't change a thing before competition. And that has stuck with me my entire life. So I went out there on competition wearing my raggedy old Adidas. I had my raggedy old knee wraps, my broken down belt, even though I had Team USA belt with my last name on the back of it and everything. Nope. Did the old, what was it, Harbinger belt that I used to wear at Cal Strength. So old shoes, knee wraps, belt. Don't change a thing before competition. And it just stuck with me. We went out there, we competed very well. I took 4th at the competition. I actually lost on body weight, taking bronze in the snatch, 4th in the total. It was a fantastic competition. We had great Donnie crushed it. He had the meat of his life. And so we get back, and then of course we start using those shoes and using the belt and things like that later on. But it's a really good story. I know I'm kind of getting off track as far as the strap conversation, but it ties into the same philosophy, if you will, is I don't want you guys changing a thing before competition. If you wear straps in training, in the snatch, in my opinion, okay, don't taper off of them. Wear them. Grow your thumbnails out and hook grip the snatch. Hook grip with the straps on before the meet. If you wear the shoes, make sure that you're getting those new shoes a solid few months before a big meet. Same with the belt. I would even say the same thing with the singlet. Look, some singlets fit very oddly. And they just, your mobility feels off. It might be rubbing the wrong way. It's not fitting around the, the crotch area too well, and you're moving it around. It's hiking too far up, or it feels loose here. And it could really throw you off. It kind of reminds me of the Pumping Iron video, the famous 1977 Arnold documentary, where the gentleman steals or hides Arnold's pump shirt or pump something, and it throws him off mentally. And so the moral of the story is, before a big meet, make sure you change nothing, okay? So, one thing that you could do if you have trouble with your grip is alternate. 1 week use straps for hand care, the next week don't. Maybe alternate days. Some days you wear straps in the snatch, some days you don't. Maybe for the 2 weeks leading up to the competition, I have athletes who will go the first week with no straps, or with straps, and then the last week with straps. And so you can kind of mess with that. I want to make it really clear here. Again, this is what I did. This is my opinion. Liv, 1 sec, baby. You got to do what's best for you. That's the most important thing. Because at the end of the day, in competition, everyone has naked hands. Okay, so hopefully this video helps. I'm glad I got to tell the Donnie Schenkel story. Hopefully the thumbnail is good advice for you guys. And I think that hook gripping with straps is also good advice, because when I tell people this, they always seem taken back. Like, oh, I've never heard that before. That's interesting. And it seems like this is the topic that's not discussed much in weightlifting. So I hope this helps. Happy Tuesday. Join my team. We'd love to have you. Go to doweightlifting.com. We have a private Facebook page. We do Zoom. I'll give you a program through email that we have. Get you on the email chain. We'll have a great time. We have the best team ever. We have the best people, best athletes, and we have a grand old time on the page, on Zoom. We're all getting ready to go to the Arnold. We just have something truly, truly special with Team Attitude Nation, and we'd love to have you. So, and speaking of straps, last thing, we are going to be coming out with a whole new line of straps on the site at doweightlifting.com very soon, so stay tuned. Give me a follow on Instagram at Attitude Nation. God bless. Have a great night. We'll see you guys back tomorrow for episode 4. Love you, buddy. See you guys.